Good afternoon, welcome back. We are going to be preparing a chicken dish today that we used to call chicken in the oven. Everything is basically going to go in the one dish. It's going to go into the oven. We're going to cook it pretty much all the way through, and then we're going to take the top off it and we're going to broil the top so it browns and it'll be beautiful. With that, this is going to be a 2-day video. We're going to make 2 different things. I'm going to make the chicken and I'm going to be making the pasta. It's my wife's birthday. The pasta dish is her favorite pasta to eat, so it's a little surprise for her. I want to give a little shout out to my friend Sal, who made this shirt, and he's got this print shop, and he also made this really cool mug for me. He's a good friend of mine, very talented guy. He does some really nice stuff. Let's get started. These are our ingredients. I have chicken parts cut up. That's pretty much it. Want chicken with skin on it. I like it with skin on it. You want it to brown with skin on it, you don't have to. So if you're somebody who doesn't like the skin because of the calories or the fat or whatever, it's okay. But I like the fat and the calories. So we're gonna start out. I rubbed a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top of this chicken just because I want everything to stick to it. This is one of the times that you're gonna see that I really like a spice dry more than I like it fresh, especially for these kind of dishes. I don't use a lot of dried spices, I mentioned in another video, but this and sweet marjoram, which we'll do in a dish when we make crab sauce one day, I like dry better. I think it's stronger, it tastes better. So we're gonna sprinkle this on over all the chicken. And you want to do it pretty heavy. If you're gonna season something, season it. You want it to be on there and you want it to be a good amount. Kosher salt, and I'm 1, 2, all around. Same thing with my black pepper. As you can see, I buy it in the industrial size because we use quite a lot of it. I'm using mushrooms, sliced potato, and these are cherry peppers. Now, these are not hot cherry peppers, they're sweet cherry peppers, but you can use hot. I recommend it if you could take the heat. But it's really the vinegar in there that's gonna matter. That's gonna give this dish the flavor. It's almost on the lines of like a chicken cacciatore type of thing that we'll do down the road that has a vinegary taste to it. But okay, I got 4 cloves of garlic here, rough chopped, like just cut in big chunks. Now I'm gonna put the potatoes. And it doesn't matter really which order you put them in. This was 2 potatoes here. I'm gonna use a good amount. Mushroom. I'm going to use, this is a couple cups of mushroom. They will shrink down, as you know. Once you cook mushroom, they are like sponges. I'm going to use the whole 2 cups in this. Now, these are the vinegar peppers. I cut them and I took the core out of them, took the seeds out of them. You don't have to. You could put them right in. They come in a jar like this. You could put them in just like this. That's fine. I just happened to do this, probably because I had a little too much time on my hands. I'm going to put some fresh parsley. So this is what we look like really at this point. Now, 2 key ingredients in here. This is the juice that was the peppers were in. It's the vinegar juice. This is important. The rest that was in that jar, once I took the peppers out, was a jar like this. I'm using the whole thing. You want that vinegar taste. And I'm also adding a cup of white wine. Dry white wine I usually use. This is a Chablis. You can use whatever you like, or whatever you have in the house. I've done that many times. People say, well, what do you use? Well, if I happen to have that wine, that's what I use. I try not to buy any wine that I wouldn't drink to put out, even when I cook. This is gonna be covered, put in the oven. It's gonna take probably, for this amount of chicken, a good hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. This was about maybe 4 or 5 pounds of chicken that was cut up. Some breasts, some thighs, some legs in here. So it's about that amount. This is a large casserole Pyrex type of dish that it's in. So you can have an idea, and you can make it less, you can make more, however you want to do it. Cover it up nice and tight because you do want it to cook. You want the steam in this, because at the end, then we'll take it off and then we'll make it nice and brown and it'll be beautiful. So I'm just gonna put this in the oven and then we'll get back to you. Now this has been cooking for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. You can see it, it's very juicy. Now you're gonna lose some of that juice when we put this on broil. You want top heat to brown all of this. You can take a look at that. It's got a lot of nice juice in there. Everything is a nice golden brown. We put it in the oven for about 1 hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, covered. Then I took the cover off and we cooked it for about another 20 minutes with a low broil. Now we'll pair this with our other dish and we'll see you soon. This is day 2. I just want to say happy birthday to my lovely wife who has been keeping everything together in this family forever. And I just want to let you know I love you very much, and this is your birthday dinner. We're going to be making a dish today called sriracha, or we call it Linguini Paesano. It was originally in a restaurant called Francesco's. Years ago, they made this dish up a certain way, and that's what they called it. I ended up making it again in our restaurant. We called it Linguini Paesano, and we sold quite a bit of this dish. We're gonna have to follow the same direction on this, or it'll change the flavor of it. I also want to give a shout out to Chiarello's Deli, good friends of mine, Gary and Ralph. You can see they have a nice little deli here in Hamilton that's excellent. They make one of the best potato salads I ever ate in my life. This is the perfect time of the year to do this dish. It's an end of summer dish. As you can see, the ingredients here are going to be very simple. It's just the way that they're put in that's going to change the flavor a little bit. We're in Jersey, we have great tomatoes. As you can see, if you can see this dish, they're actually perfect for this time of the year. The fresh basil, all of this stuff is not going to be around in this quality for a while. So that's why I wanted to get this dish in also. I'm going to use about a cup of oil in this dish. It's an oil-based pasta, so we're going to use a decent amount of oil. I'm going to use a cup of white wine. This is about 4 cloves of garlic that I sliced. This is about 4 large tomatoes here that I just cut up, and I cut them up with the skin on them. You can skin them. I kind of like the skin on them myself, but you can do them either way. This is about a cup and a half of fresh basil, which is quite a bit to use. But we're going to cook this basil just like we're almost cooking spinach for this dish. I hope you'll like it. We're using the Cecco's Linguini Fini, which I used in the restaurant for this dish all the time. I'm going to put my garlic in. As you can see, it's a decent amount of garlic in there. This pasta is garlic, basil, and tomato. This is the whole flavor of it. Like I said, there's a decent amount of oil in there. Now, if you want to use less oil, that you could probably do. But I'm going to cook probably 2 pounds of macaroni for this because it's not really a dish where you're going to have a lot of sauce on it. As always, let it cook. Don't let it burn. The basil has to be added at this time. You can't add the tomatoes and then put the basil in there. You have to put the basil in. It's going to start popping. You'll see what I'm talking about as I put it in. I'm hoping it's a dish that you will like. It's a simple dish. You don't have to have Jersey tomatoes to do it. I'm going to add all the tomatoes in here. I'm going to add my salt and pepper. You know how I feel about salt and pepper. Salt is a major part of every dish. Don't over salt, but don't under salt. Salt is the flavor. Now also with this dish, what you can do is, if you like spicy, you like hot, you can cut a couple of these peppers in, or some kind of a hot pepper and stick it in there. It's outstanding too. Just happens to be my wife doesn't like the spice, so we don't do it that way, but it's very good if you like hot pepper. Okay, now these have been cooking for about 5 minutes or so. You'll see them starting to get soft, and this is when we're going to add our wine. You want it to cook a little bit before you do this process. This is about the consistency of it. It doesn't all have to be completely broken down, but this is about what it should be. As you can see, even though we had all of that oil, it's not oily. The tomatoes will break it down and it makes a nice juice. My wife, I spoke to her a little while ago, and she said that she's been thinking about this pasta since 5:30 this morning when she woke up. So I'm gonna hope she really enjoys it. I got about 1 minute left on the pasta. I'm just gonna take this out of here, you'll see, and I'm gonna put it right in here. I'm not gonna put it in a colander and strain it out completely. So here's what we're gonna do. Right here, see? Okay. Hopefully you try this and you enjoy it. So here we are, we're gonna taste it. This is my wife Danielle.
Hello.
We're gonna let her taste it. I'm gonna put a little hot pepper on mine. What do you think?
Phenomenal.
You do okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Try to dip a little in the juice. Delicious.
Very good. Very simple dish. I hope you folks try it. And if you do try it, show me a picture of it. Send me a picture. Send me a comment that you did make it. And remember,
Good food, good memories.
See you soon.